All right, welcome back. Guys, let's also talk about something that happened, a very remarkable event that happened today. He also had like a dream a few years ago. George Weah wanted to become the president of Liberia. A lot of people told him, well, why not go to football, politics, forget about this. I mean, it was very close first time he tried out, and you always knew that, look, at some point, if he didn't give up, he was going to end up as the president of Liberia. And today, in the eyes of everybody, the dream became reality. George Weah being sworn in as the president of Liberia. And this makes all of us on this side very happy. Someone from our constituency. I think this is the first time we're seeing somebody like that. Someone we're used to seeing on the field, left football, goes into politics, and gets the highest office in the land. It's remarkable. Still again talking about the power of sports.
Yeah, give up he didn't. From the football pitch to the political arena.
Yeah.
I recall in 2005 when he contested with the outgoing president, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, they said he wasn't educated enough.
Yeah.
He went back to school, got his BSc,
they said he didn't have experience.
Masters, later became a senator. It was as though it was written in the stars that he was going to become the next president. He contested with the outgoing vice president, Joseph Boakai. And for me, I knew the runoff was going to run in his favor because he had the backing of everyone. And it was as though people just saw leadership written all over him. Because I recall while we were campaigning for the 2002 World Cup, Liberia were in the same group with Nigeria.
Yes.
He practically sponsored the team. And that leadership trait has been embedded in George Weah. No surprise, he became the president in Liberia, former footballer in 1995, won the Ballon d'Or, played with PSG, AC Milan, Chelsea, Manchester City, Monaco.
Endless, yeah.
You can mention it. I feel good that someone from our constituency is going to do this, and we hope that as president, he will take Liberia and Liberians to the Eldorado.
Does this open the door for others who were thinking, maybe even Nigeria, others who maybe not on his level, but have made a name for themselves in sports, and think if George Weah could do this, I mean...
It sets a template.
Yeah.
Clearly sets a template for other footballers who... I mean, you can't just finish football and say, okay, I made all the money, I retired to my country home and sit back, stitch my two lips together, cross my legs and just sit down and be on the background. It's important that we get involved, whether it's politics, whether it's policy in the country, whether it's football, it's sports generally. It's great. It's a massive example. I mean, you see the man, and you know the man had class as a footballer. Yeah. The man had great passion for the game, and seeing him get to the highest level in politics in his country is absolutely wonderful. Arsene Wenger, the Arsenal manager, was saying he was going to be there if he has time. I have a feeling it was there because Arsenal are not involved in any game.
But it wasn't.
I hope it was there, but it's great to see George Weah. And this opens the door for other players who sit back and maybe they're at the twilight of their careers are going to wind down in maybe a year or two, and they'll be thinking, maybe I don't want to go into coaching, I don't want to go into sports administration and all of that. Maybe I can take it to this line, queue behind George Weah and try to make a difference. He didn't try to make a difference in 3 years. Contested in 2005, it didn't quite work out. He persevered, stayed, and kept on at it, and see where he's landed him.
All right, that's good. Congratulations once again, George Weah. For some of us, it's still like a dream. We remember him playing. I mean, some of the clubs that Kayode listed, I still have memories seeing him, especially at AC Milan.
What a pacey player he was. I mean we hope that his leadership will be like that.
Like his football career.
The man literally could take the ball
from his goalkeeper
and beat everyone on the football field.
AC Milan Cagliari.
Yeah.
From one end of the pitch to the other, and it was that same year he won the World Footballer of the Year in 1995. Yeah. I recall before going to AC Milan, he was a player with PSG.
Yes.
PSG were responsible for the defeat of Barcelona at the quarterfinal stage. They were booted out on the semi-finals, and a year later he went to AC Milan, and he won everything winnable at that stage. Moved on to Chelsea, and afterwards was doing all he could to ensure Liberia qualified for the World Cup in 2002. But thankfully, Nigeria were the stumbling block.
At some point, his body, couldn't bear all the rigors. So it was on the steady decline. But even at then, everybody still knew that George Weah was a fantastic footballer. All right, guys, let's travel to Morocco. And forgive us if we don't talk much about the games currently going on, because we know that Namibia and Zambia have already qualified, irrespective of what happens in the games currently going on simultaneously in Group B. But, of course, our hearts and minds with the Super Eagles. If you like, you can call them the own Eagles, but they're still the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And guys, we're in a situation where our destiny is in our own hands. And we're not yet in a position where we have to use a calculator. I also think that is good. But let me start with you. Let's not go back on what they should have done. What should they do tomorrow? Losing is not, I mean, they might just be out if they lose. But what do you expect to see tomorrow?
Well, we should avoid defeat against Equatorial Guinea. We drew our first game against Rwanda. Thankfully, we were able to beat Libya. And we know that victory will make us top the log in Group C. But avoiding defeat will also see us qualify for the quarterfinals. Equatorial Guinea have lost 2 games on the bounce. And I want to be the spoilers. Yeah. Knowing that they are going to lock arms against the Super Eagles of Nigeria, it's another added incentive to want to give it their best shot. But I want to expect that Salisu Yusuf and the lads know what is at stake, and they won't get complacent against Equatorial Guinea tomorrow by 8 p.m. Nigerian time. The other game in the group between Rwanda and Libya will be played simultaneously. So we know what's at stake, and we should just avoid defeat. But more importantly, hopefully, we should get a victory and qualify for the quarterfinals.
I think in the final third, we need to be a lot more incisive. I mean, against Rwanda, we created a lot of chances. We're very exciting going forward. It didn't just happen on the day. I mean, we hit the crossbar twice. We hit the post once. They cleared off the line against Rwanda. But against Libya, I didn't think our performance was that good. But the important thing is that we got the 3 points, which was massively very important. But against Equatorial Guinea, I expect that there'll be a lot more room. I mean, in terms of the fact that Equatorial Guinea, a side who are already eliminated, and as Kade said, they might want to really throw the cat among the pigeons, and which will be very tricky for us. We've got to be very aware. I've been impressed by our backline. Stephen Eze and Ojikalu have been impregnable. I mean, they've been absolutely outstanding, throwing their bodies on the line. So it's just to do the right things, go forward, play with the kind of, play like you